today. My name is Shay Brennigan, and I've been part of this Prover family for a little over 3 years now. And I'm excited to be co-hosting this Action Hour Zoom with the ever so wonderful Melissa Lynn. If you've been with Prove It for under 6 months, type a 1 in the chat. And if you've been an OG with Prove It for a while, type a 2 in the chat. Either way, we're glad to have everybody here. I see the gorgeous Jamie Lee on here as well. Yes, let's send out some reminders. I send some reminders out to our team chat. Send out some reminders, say, hey, come on and hop on. See that crazy Shay and that wonderful dog trainer, Melissa Lynn. And we have Ted. Ted is over here in the corner. If you can see him, he looks a little sad right now because Melissa has not given him any attention whatsoever. We have a lot of ones in here. Awesome. Jamie, Barbara, you've been in here more than 6 months, girl. Under 6 months, type a 1. If you've been an OG, type a 2. If this is your first Action Hour Zoom, also type a 1. So I'm sorry, Barbara, this could be your first Action Hour Zoom. I've sent out some reminders. Did everyone see what is in the pulse today? Hibiscus lemonade. Yummy, yummy. Oh, you missed what you said. That's okay. It was Uncle Bobby. Hibiscus lemonade just launched in our pulse, and I just so happened to grab a packet of her. Has everybody gotten a post up? Because this is an action. So I'm going to be messing with my hair all this time. We want to spend this hour working on stuff. So let's get a post up. If you have a packet, snap a packet of that hibiscus lemonade with yourself. You don't have to be all cutesy and have your hair done or your lashes on or anything like that. People want to see real people and just be all excited and like, this is the drink that's changed my life, or I'm so thankful I found PTKs. This is magic in a packet, confidence, in a bottle. Hey, Carrie, I can see you as well. If anyone has never done a post, type it in the comments, and we have lots of champs on here that can dive in the comments also to help. And we'll get that post. We'll take about 2 minutes to get that up. Carrie, do you want to add anything? Is that you unmuted?
I just unmuted. Hey, what's up, Sassy Shay? Missed you this weekend. I love your hair and the constant changing. It's gorgeous. First of all, if you got some cameras, let's see some faces. Remember Shay, all of your leadership, and even you, we feed off of faces and we feed off of energy. And so there's Jamie. And but yeah, I mean, what's sassy? What Shay was just talking about is key, right? If you've never put up a post, put up a post, write one. And what's some basic things that you can say is, hey Gus, mute your phone because we can hear your background. And just hit mute on your phone. There we go. And I would encourage you to say something like, I know you, if you've been talking about, there's different ways to do this. If you've been talking about ketones on your social media and you take a selfie with your bottle, guys, I'm on the phone. It's like having children with these dogs. And it's come on. If you've posted in the past, you've talked about your story, you've done some shares on social media, that selfie with a bottle saying, I know you've been wanting to ask me, now is your opportunity, because I'm giving away ketones, I'm giving away my PTKs, and one of the best flavors is back. You want to ask, right? That call to action in everything is important. That call to action is so key. I had a mentor tell me many times before, you are not paid to be an information booth. You are paid to change lives. You are paid to have conversations. You are paid to encourage people. You're paid to educate people inside of Prove It. You are not paid, write that down. Write it in the first person. I am not rewarded for being an information booth. We've all been through airports. You're not that 94-year-old dude that says the bathrooms are this way, thrifty rental car is this way, baggage is this way. I am not rewarded for being an information booth. So calls to action are key. Now with Freebie Friday, is magnificent, because it's like, we are giving away 10 people 20-day experiences. Now is your chance to enter to win. Like, I know you like and step into that moment with, I know you want to ask. The world wants ketones. Your community wants ketones. They're either going to buy it from you or they're going to buy it from me. Because I will sell to your cousin if I know them. If your mom messages me and she says, oh, yeah, Brenda drinks those, but she's never told me about it, I'm not going to go find Brenda and say, hey, Brenda, like, hey, your mom messaged me. So if you want to serve your community, you need to do it. Has anybody ever been to church? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever been inside of a church. Doesn't matter which one. Whether I grew up Southern Baptist, I'm in recovery, I go to non-denominational now. But at church, it's, it's something fun. There's worship music to get our hearts in the right place. Then we hear the pastor or the priest preach. And then at the end, it's your opportunity to have eternal life, right? Every single faith has some type of call to action on here's all the reason why you want to, here's your opportunity to do it. So a Freebie Friday post can be a selfie with a shaker cup, and you're posting it and saying, I'm giving away to 10 of my friends the opportunity, and even use the number, right? Like with guest calls, with Freebie Friday, here's a total pro tip. Are you ready? Lean in if you're ready. Lean in. Are you ready for this pro tip? Make it super exclusive. Oh my gosh, I only have 5 entries to share with you to get a free 20-pack, a 20-pack serving. Oh, there's Barbara Jolly. To get a free 20-pack of ketones. Message me now. Even with your current customers. Hey, I don't know if you saw this or not, but there's limited entries, right? Why do we enter sweepstakes? Because there's a chance to win, but the deadline is on Friday, right? Like, even in your own spirit, like, I only have 6 hours to encourage as many people as possible to enter to win ketones. I only have, hibiscus lemonade is only back here for a moment. It's only here for a moment. If you're not texting your current customers or your trial pack customers saying, oh my gosh, not only do I have only 2, like I've been telling people all week long, I only have 2, what's it called? Sweet Jam. I only have 2 offers left. I still had 4 up until yesterday, but I only have 2 left. Has anybody ever bought a car? Drop it in the chat. Drop a number 1 in the chat if you've bought a car. Yeah, create FOMO, exactly. That car salesperson, that finance director, that car sales manager, oh yeah, this is our last one on the floor. You need to know real quick that there is 10 more behind that building. But if they sold those, let's just say Camaros, of like, yeah, this is my only red Camaro on the lot. Yeah, because the other 14 are in storage behind the building. It's not on the lot, but it's in storage. That creates excitement of, oh, Melissa, this is the last one on the lot. Then what do you say for the next year when you talk about your new car? I got the last one. 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 Right? These are all, not to say like use car salesman tactics, but there's psychology behind this, right? So putting up a post saying, I'm giving these away. Awesome. Now, if you've never talked about ketones on your wall, sorry, Shay, like you can cut me off at any time, or if you're just gonna let me preach, like we can just preach. Yeah, that's all your tips.
I need to go to Prove It Church.
We at church, y'all. We'll pass the bowl around here later because Daddy needs gas. Let's go. And I just got back from a walk too. Like I'm all fired up. I'm filled with endorphins. I'm sweaty and humid and gross, and it's fantastic. But if you've never shared on social media, I don't encourage you to go up there and take a selfie with a bottle and say, I'm giving these away. Why? Because your network, your friends are going to be like, what is she talking about? If you're not sharing your story consistently, if you're not sharing pieces of the benefits of like, oh my gosh, my favorite thing to talk about is I slept like a rock last night. I slept for 8 hours straight. My dogs peed on my floor because I couldn't even wake up to let them out because I slept so deep. When you say things like that, because who struggles with sleep? 8 out of 10 Americans. Who struggles with energy? 10 out of 10 Americans. Who struggles with pimples and greasiness? Not me, because I'm part Asian and we have perfect skin.
And I'm too old.
But, yeah, yeah. Who struggles with hormone feelings? Who struggles? Like, you have to know your story is going to change someone's life. And if you're not sharing it when it's moments like this, where you're like, I'm giving you the opportunity to get this for free, they're just going to go question mark, question mark, question mark. So treat your social media like you do any relationship or friendship. Does anybody have like a lifelong friend, someone that you've known since you were like little or elementary school? Like those long, like, think about it. Your friendship today is not how you started before. If you were the atypical cis woman, as an 11-year-old in the 60s, life was all about Barbies or Cabbage Patch or something. Or just like hanging out with each other. In the 80s, it was going to the mall. In the 90s, it was three-way calls. In the 2000s, it was MySpace. We have all these moments. Melissa's like blushing right now. We have these moments of like when you made friendships, you started out with the little things. Now you talk about what's going on in your body. Now you talk about your ex-husbands. Now you talk about like the relationships evolve and change. And so your social relationship with social media is the same. On a first date, if you're like, yeah, I need you to put a baby inside me, and they're just like, beat, back it up, like, I need to go to the bathroom, and they get in the car and move. They don't just leave, they go move, sell their houses, and dip you. So treat your social media relationships with respect as well. Because Freebie Friday is an amazing opportunity for you to reach a whole bunch of people. And if you've never posted, and Stasha's like, ghosted. Yeah, absolutely. Stasha, it was so good to hug you. Sasha and I got to hug, and she got to sit next to my mama.
I said, you sat next to Mom.
Yeah. But respect your relationships. And how do friendships work? They're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If you just keep taking and who's ever put up a post and only gotten like 1 like on it and no comments? Do you sit there and look at that and like, why do my friends hate me? Why do my friends not want what I want? I've done that. I put up a picture of me and my mom has almost 300 reactions to it and tons of comments. Why? Because it was an engagement post. It was me loving on my mom, but it was an engagement post as well. Like, me posting things like that are an accident. But the more you share your story, the more people are going to react to you. So Freebie Friday, just to kind of put a bow on this.
Let's get them to do a Freebie Friday post, Carrie.
Yeah, let's do it. So
while you're on that, I came across this. I had no idea there were words that were banned on Facebook.
Oh.
And freebie, free, giveaway, deal, win, enter contest. Those are banned words.
Nice.
So it says to replace them with grab it now, snatch it up, make your wallet happy, nothing for you, nada for nada. You can say win this for nada. Nope, win is one of those. Get this for nada.
Yeah.
Don't wait on this one. Get it, grab it. Don't lose this, snag it. The countdown is on. The clock is ticking. There's things like limited time and today only. I just put hibiscus is available for limited time. Now I got to go back and redo my thing and say clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Social media, because whenever I use the words Freebie Friday, that post gets shadow banned 100%.
So what can we have? Let's give them some.
So here's some language that I would use. If you're taking a selfie, if you have the pack, or if you have something like mix up, if you only have Maui Punch, mix it up and put it in your bottle because the colors are similar, right? They can look at it and go, oh, that kind of looks like a hibiscus lemonade or a strawberry peach or something, right? oh, and you can say, oh my gosh, right? I love when Nick Martinez goes, oh my gosh. Or can you even believe I call it PTKs, or I call it unicorn drink, is available to you for absolutely nothing today. Comment me if you want to enter to enter to win, so I have to change that. Comment me if you want to get your entry in or something like that.
Entry is not on there. Enter is, but entry isn't. Good.
Right. And again, that's if you're constantly sharing or have shared in the past, then something like that makes sense. So if you haven't, then some language that I would use is, if you've I've been test driving, right? This is actually even good to use just regularly. For the last X months or X years, I've been test driving this magical mama drink, this unicorn drink, and my results have blown my mind. If you want to try it at no cost to you, show me your favorite unicorn below. I use unicorns a lot. Why? Because I made a glitter and I fart glitter. Not medically, because that would be an issue, but like not physically without, you know.
Yeah, Stasha, yummy go-go juice.
Yeah. Or here's another one just popped in my head. I can't believe I forgot how it feels to feel so good every single morning. That's just some good language to use. Today's the day for you to try it. I'm paying for it. That's actually really good. Instead of saying for free, like I'm paying for it. You know, wrapping our head around that. Because we have to be a little copywriter with it when it comes to social media. Why? Because there's a whole bunch of people that abuse it to be self-serving. Do we want people to buy ketones from us? Yes. But do we want to change their lives first and then we get rewarded because of the process? Yes. That's why we're here. So take your selfies, because I'm going to do one too. My phone was at 1% getting home from the park. Let's see.
Plug it in. You just can't come in here and yappity yap and then be like,
yeah, no, I'm plugged in. I'm plugged in. But I'm also like, I have pit sweat. Ever since I was sick a couple weeks, like I sweat like a pig in a bacon house. Like it's just horrible.
Okay,
that's awesome, Sasha. Now, when it comes to selfies, if you have an iPhone 7 or 8 or newer, you do that selfie mode, take portrait. Switch to portrait, get your light in front of you, like have big wide eyes, because I have, well, let me show you what I've been prepping for like a trial sale. So actually I could just take a selfie in front of my bed because I've just been like putting together trials to ship out. So that actually would be kind of fun. And Shay's face. And so
Harry, I don't know whether to be impressed or concerned at this point.
But we like ketones. And I kind of want to roll around in it, like you know, like a bed of rose petals, like, but I also don't want to break any, you know, because God didn't make me a twig. He made me a thick kind of guy. So take your selfies with the shaker cup. In your stories, you can post a text, because stories don't get shadow banned like posts do. Stories are kind of your free space. And I would encourage you to talk into your phone. And remember, when you talk into your stories, you can go look at mine on Instagram or Facebook and think about the language that I use. I'm talking to you. Now there's 28 people here, but I'm talking to you on my stories. Very often on lives, very often in posts, very often in stories. And this is my definition of just low skill. When you use languages when we use language like, hey, everyone, hey, guys, hey, like all y'all, right? There's nobody consuming your social media information or posts sitting in a room with 10 other people. They are on the toilet, they are in their beds, they are in their cars, they are at their desks by themselves. So when you write and when you post, talk to one person. Use me and you language. You can go watch any of my lives for the last year and a half when I realized this, and you feel like I'm talking to you. Talk to one person when you do it. Doesn't matter if you have 3 people on, doesn't matter if you have 5,000 people watching you live in that moment. Talk to one person. You want to change someone's life? Talk to them. So in your story, which I haven't done a Freebie Friday post yet, because I'm walking with my dad, and because I pimp out my dad and mom on social media because they just get tons more reactions than if I'm by myself. And we're actually going to go to a strip club and take my dad's first day of school pictures. I'm really excited. So stay tuned for that. But this is us walking. We put the caption on. Why? Like, do captions. It's an option in your sticker at the top. But have captions on your stories because most people don't watch it with the sound on. Most people are browsing through stories in the quiet. Think about how you watch them. If you're just like clicking through secretly because you're in a meeting, because you're at a funeral, because you're in church, like the sound is off. So make sure your captions are on there and just do it messy. Oh, Carrie, I don't know if I can do that. Yes, you can. You don't know me when I started social media in 2005. It was cringeworthy. My posts on Facebook in 2007 would make you puke. I delete them almost every single time I scroll through my memories. I'm like, oh my God, I was so catty and ugly. How did I ever do this? I chose to be better. I chose to keep doing it. I chose to keep showing up. So take your selfie, post it in there, post it in your stories, post it on your page, use some of that language I gave you. Do that right now. Oh. And I need to go get a pack of Hibby Libby. Oh wait, there's some on my bed. It's right here. And if you have questions about something, drop it in the chat. So that way Shay and I can.
Melissa's here too.
Oh yeah, Melissa. Hey, Auntie.
Hello. I love that that's becoming like a name through Prove It. Like Jamie started it and now everybody's using it.
I've also told our thank you for the opportunity story like 842 times since I've been home. Because language matters.
I'm doing my story.
Also, take a ton of pictures of yourself.
Paparazzi was here.
Know that you're a sexy bitch. Know that you're handsome. Know that you're beautiful. Know that your face matters. Know that your smile is authentic. Know that your heart is pure. And when a woman walks up to me and says, hey, can you take my picture? What she's actually saying to me is, hey, can you take 100 pictures of me so I can find the best one of me? That's what she's actually saying. And I hear that. I'm able to serve in that sense of, yeah, girl, I'll take 800 pictures of you because, yeah, why not? So don't be shy. The world deserves your face. The world deserves your heart. The world needs your heart.
Sorry, I was adding music to mine.
Here's my story ad.
Drink it. It's so yummy. Limited time. You have to get it right now. Click me. Click Yas. Click Yas. Let's go. Oh, hello, best friend. Hibiscus lemonade is
Like,
here.
it's my story. I'm pretty obnoxious in my story, like 99% of the time. You know, quotes, kumbaya, hug a tree, etc. But people are want to be entertained. Like, that's just a rule of it. And or if you're like my mom, she gets on there and she has her own way of entertaining, which is totally fine. And you get to be you. That's the magical thing of social media. Just remember, energy attracts energy. You want excitement in your life? Get up and shake your butt. Also, if you're feeling kind of, I don't know if I want to do this, get up and get that, straighten out your attitude. Straighten out your attitude. Get up, shake it around, move a little bit, get some energy, change your physical state. Like typically in the mornings, I'm not like we are right now. But why? I just walked 3 miles. Like I'm fired up. And I want to change a lot of lives and make a ton of money while doing it. I don't know about you.
Just for you. And I want to change my hair color every week.
I mean, LOL, same.
So one of the fun things we actually did this week, and Carrie, I know you saw, I tagged you, and Shay, I tagged you as well. We were doing the Mito shoot off challenge. That not only got my teammates who were very like apprehensive about going on social media to do something silly that didn't seem salesy. Like everybody's just shooting back Mito. We've got fun songs. We've been sharing them. Customers are now asking like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are these little pixie sticks? Why does this look so fun? Why does everybody have to join? So that's been a really fun way to kind of engage not only the promoters, but customers as well. Just getting silly. And like Carrie said, be messy with it. Like I made faces, Jess is drooling as she's drinking water. Like it just looked fun. And we just kept sharing it in the stories. And that's opened up a lot of conversation, even with people who aren't already drinking ketones that may not have known about Mitoplex, saying like, hey, what is this? Do I need it? Now they're adding it to their smart chips, which just kind of creates more BV for you. But it also opens up the conversation where everybody's like, this looks fun. Why are we doing it? And it's started to open up a lot of conversations about ketones as well. So when Carrie says be messy, like be messy. I was on stories yesterday, like full on eating a cheese stick, probably food in my mouth, didn't care. Like I have made it a point to just be messy this week, because when I try to be on point, it comes out so boring. And that's super not me.
It's hilarious. Who has TikTok? Last year I did a Mito TikTok challenge with my team. So I went first. I did a Mito tick, and when I went to breathe, it all came like a puff of smoke out of my mouth. And then I'm choking and I'm laughing, but I kept it rolling. And then someone in my team, I think it was Mikey, he did that duet. And then someone duetted that duet. And so we just have a whole duet. The last person that did it was just everybody doing a shot of Mito, and everybody's was different. I mean, somebody was shirt off in the snow and there was like smoke coming out. There's smoke green. I think I did lime. It was like coming out of my nose. We're all cracking up and people were like, what are they doing? And why are they laughing? So if you have it on TikToks, I did a Mito shot challenge. Do a Mito shot challenge like Melissa just said on Facebook or in your stories. But the great thing about TikTok is that you can duet someone. And so by the time you have like 12 people all on one TikTok and you're like looking at all of them and people are like, what are y'all doing? And what is that's what making you laugh? Like, what is that? Is that like silly juice, silly powder? Like, what is that?
I think it was Mikey that was shirtless in the snow and he actually did a full packet of the Lime Time ketones.
Yes.
Oh, God bless him.
Like instead of a drink of water, he chugged, like he dropped the packet in his mouth and he took
And
a
he chugged
handful of
snow.
snow.
Yeah, that's what he does. There's a lot of creativity we can all use in our inner human comedian self that isn't just like robot business, business, business. I keep telling my team this over and over and over again. Real people want to see real people. And if your life is a shit show and you've got a baby on a hip and a dog that's barfing in the back, but you're just acting like normal and you're doing your business, people are like, oh my God, I'm not the only one with a crazy life. Nobody wants to see, and I'm the filter guilty queen right here. Let me just put on my filter crown. Nobody wants to see filters all the time with flashes and lips and your hair done. They want to see what your real life is, and they can. It becomes relatable. And like Carrie said earlier, and Melissa, you build a relationship instead of just being like, "Here's me and my perfect life." But when I shut this camera off, my life is really, I'm, like the queen of the chaos group. But just be yourself. You don't have to be perfect.
Who said it this
I
week?
needed the nose stuff be hanging out. Nobody wants to.
Stash or Melissa, or if you were at the event, Gail, you are not a boring old lady. I'm sure you've had a spicy life.
Gail, I'm 55 and there's no such thing as boring.
But who said it this weekend that perfection is the lowest level of leadership or the lowest level of skill? Remember that quote?
Was it JM3?
What's that?
Was it JM3?
It possible. I mean, he talked for 10 hours, so there's lots of quotes from that man. But perfection is weakness when it comes to your business, when it comes to your relationships. You're never going to be perfect. You're not Jesus. There was one of those guys. There was one of them.
A 50 Cent quote.
What's that?
That might have been a 50 Cent quote.
Yeah, I mean, somebody from stage said it this weekend, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. It hit a lot of my team, a lot of our team, a lot of our community with like a ton of bricks, because like Shay was just talking about, like, we want to look so polished and so well put together and have all these things. But that's not reality. Like, my life is insane. I typed out a list of things I went through yesterday because I'm doing my best to kind of track my conversations and track my time and see where my time is going. So then I can tell my time where to go. But if you're striving for perfection, you got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do that. So like, don't waste the time we have on this earth striving for perfection. Heather, it was something like perfection is the lowest level of skill available, or perfection is the lowest level of leadership. It was something in that arena. I can't remember right now. My book's in the other room. But my mentor Danny says all the time, like, get out there and be messy. If you started a traditional business, if you're a window cleaner, if you're starting a window cleaning business, what are you doing? You're knocking on every door, every business possible. Like, hey, I'll clean your windows for $30. Clean your windows for $30. Clean your windows for $50. Like, you're going to do that. This business is no different. We just get to share it on social media.
Sorry, Carrie, it's all about repetition. Can't even say it. Repetition. So repetition is the mother of all skill. Praise is the father of all skill. Have a vision and don't listen to the naysayers. There's so much power in repetition. What we do in sharing is repetition. And that's what Carrie started off in the very beginning of this call, is you have to share bits of your life and bits of your story every single day, so that when you do pop up with a ketone or a shaker cup in your hand, people are gonna be like, what is this? Like, out of the blue, where does this come from? So that was one of my favorite quotes from this weekend about repetition. And I'm guilty of not being consistent because I come down on myself, and then I have to pull myself out of that and be like, no, you don't have to be perfect. Like, you have to be real. Just consistency. And Stasha, this week, just being consistent. You have how many now? Seven new customers just from being consistent.
7 this month. I signed up 3 yesterday alone.
It's the key. It's the key.
Consistency is definitely key. And like Shay said, being real. I've had people message me, like, I include my daughter in my morning shake-up videos a lot of the time. And then my son, I have an autistic son, and he's actually started drinking Nat Light every morning. And he even says, drink your Mitoplex. So like, I've been including stuff like that, and people are like, oh my God, that's so cute. What is that? Now, you know, that's kind of leaves the window open for a conversation.
That's awesome. Carrie, I just want to thank you. I know I came on here to do two things for Power Hour, but taking away from you on the writing down your time so that you can tell your time where to go was brilliant. Like, I need to do that. So that's going to be my takeaway from you. Thank you, buddy. That was actually awesome, because we all end up at the end of the day. Like last night, I was like, I feel like I got so much accomplished in my business, and I'm looking and it's like 11 o'clock and I'm like, where did the day go? So
Yeah.
that was awesome. I know some of you are driving, and this is obviously being recorded so you can play it back. But I wanted to go through two things really quick that I use every month to work on multiplier. So I love that we got some of the social media and the silliness stuff done, and I'm going to give you guys some tactical stuff to do. I'm going to make super, super really simple for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see this, because I have my iPad on so that you could see this. Which way do I go? Okay, so your leaderboard is something that I use every single day, 3 times a day. If you don't know how to get to it, you just go into your Pulse app, go to Cloud Office, and then it is the most bottom thing that comes up on your app. That is going to show you if you have a team of promoters who is putting customers on the board, but it is also going to show you your customers' customers. So if you're new, I'm going to have another directive for you after this, but if you already have things filled out in your leaderboard, a great way to go in and look at it is to say, hey, you know what? I have absolutely no idea who Andrew is. So I'm going to click on Andrew, because I know I didn't sign Andrew up. And Andrew happens to be signed up under one of my friends, Christy, which means Christy shared the ketone conversation. And that is exactly what we want to have continue happen for that ripple effect. If you click on Andrew's information, he will have email, text message. Hopefully they've engaged. Sometimes they don't. But this is a great way to go through your board and reach out to Andrew and say, hey, Andrew. And I have like a copy and pasted depending on which, what I'm sending it to. I saw you joined Christy in her ketone journey. I'm so excited to have you on the team. I'm part of Christy's team. I'd love for you to join our VIP group or give you any tips and tricks. Also, didn't know if you were aware you can drink these for free. Why am I saying that? Because Christy herself is not a promoter. So while Christy is very excited to share, she may not want to say, well, I'm only sharing it with you because I want free ketones, which could be very well reason, although we know this product needs to be in everybody's hands. But it's a great way to have that third-party validation of somebody else jumping in and saying, hey, you can have free ketones. And generally they get back to me and they say, oh, I didn't know that. Why? Because Christy just said, yo, this stuff is awesome. And I'm like cleaning my ceilings and cleaning the floors, and I can pick up all the laundry with 7 kids hanging off my back and walk the dogs. And Andrew goes, oh my God, that sounds amazing. I want to drink it too. I'm not expecting our customers to be promoters or always say like, hey, this is, how I get them for free. But doing that has actually helped me hit multiplier much faster. Going in and creating conversations and saying, hey, Andrew, oh my God, I saw you've been drinking this for like a week now. How are you feeling? What's your favorite flavor? Like, build that conversation before you're like, oh, and by the way, like, do you want to drink them for free? Because you can, but I get into that conversation with them. When I'm going through, I also look to see if the name is directly under one of my promoters that's on my team. Generally, all of my promoters know to go in and look at their leaderboards. That's just something we do as a group. And I do it morning, afternoon, and evening just to see whose name might be new on the board. So that's one really awesome way to start reaching out to your level 2s, your level 3s, whenever you see names that you don't recognize that you personally did not enroll. That's an awesome way to start building your customers of customers, which help you hit multiplier every single month. Second part, And I'm going to give you guys a step to go do this for those who are not driving and are able to. If you use your app and you go to manage community and you use your sort and use it from date joins and apply it in reverse, you can go all the way to the bottom and go to the very first people who ever joined your community. So I do one page every couple of days, and I reach out to those 4 or 5 people who are on there, and I look to see next to their level and group count. If they have 0 next to their group count, those are the people I am reaching out to first. They have been with you for months. If you're a newer promoter, they may have just signed up with you. For the seasoned promoters who have been doing this 6 months to a year, I reach back out. Oh, hey, Sally, you've been drinking these for 3 months. How are you feeling? How is your journey going? What kind of benefits have you been enjoying? I noticed that you are on SmartShip. I'm so glad you are getting all of your products at a discount. Your free box is coming up next month just for being loyal. I remind them their free product is coming. So I'll do this at the 3-month mark, the 6-month mark, the people that have been drinking them with you the longest. Did you know that you could be drinking more for free? And I start helping them create posts. Very, very simple posts. Or I ask them, do you have 2 friends or mom, sister, brother who might possibly be enjoying this that I can go into a chat with you? That's part 1. So I've been doing that every couple of days. It depends on what sales are going on, what blitzes we have going on, what actions we have going on. The other awesome part of that is that you now see that you have people who have been loyal with you from the beginning that are loving the product. You know, every time there's a sale, that name is popping up. They're buying every single flavor imaginable. They're grabbing things that are on sale. So the last 2 promoters I actually found were people who have been customers of mine since the very beginning. And I jokingly went in because I know who they are. They're my friends. And I said, hey, you have like literally every flavor. Are you hoarding them all for yourself, or would you like to make some money off of them so that you can start paying for your ketones with earned money? And they thought that was hysterical. I mean, I know that some of these customers have 20 boxes of ketones sitting in their house, and they have quite a bit of products. A lot of them now feel confident enough that they have their own transformations to say, hey, yeah, I could do this with you. And I tell them, I'd love to do this with you. Is this something you think you'd like to do? Do you want to make money off of your habit, or would you like to just continue being a customer? And I had 2 new promoters hop on about a month ago. So you never know where you're going to find your next promoter. And sometimes they're kind of just sitting there, not sure if they want to promote until they're asked. And you're never going to know unless you ask. And it might be 2 or 3 times later. I have a promoter who drank them for 8 months. Nope, don't want to promote, don't want to promote, don't want to promote. All of a sudden on month 9, I think I want to promote. So just using your back office in that way and your leaderboard in that way not only helps build your ripple, but also starts allowing other people to feel more confident about having that ketone conversation. Thank you, Carrie. So my suggestion would be, when you have a couple of minutes where you're feeling stagnant, either use your leaderboard or go into your back office and filter all the way to the end and just do like 4 or 5. It could be 2, whatever you feel comfortable in working into your day. You have pages and pages and pages, and you can start going back. You can also look at people who may have been on SmartShip and have canceled and reach out to them and say, hey, you know, there's another sale coming up, or, you know, was there any, you know, reason that you may have stopped drinking them? I always reach out like usually 7 or 8 hours after I see that cancellation on SmartShip. Hey, how are you doing on ketones? I don't reach out immediately because I don't want them to be like, hey, stalker, did you get a notification? Usually it's about money. And that's when I have a conversation with them about having 2 of their friends drinking them for free. Mm-hmm. Shay, I know you had a list of a lot more words, not just the freebies. There were like a couple of other action words that Facebook kind of like shadow bans. Do you have that?
I do. Want me to read them off?
Yes, please, ma'am.
So they ban the word sale, percentage off, order, discount, buy, marked down, and coupon. They're saying those are the words that are banned. The words that we should replace them would be get it, grab it, don't lose this, snag it, score this, great gift idea, pick it up, hurry now, run, you'll love it. Lowest I've seen, huge drop. Other banned words we talked about were free, freebie, giveaway, deal, win, enter, and contest. The replacement words were make your wallet happy. I guess if it's free, it makes your wallet happy. Not sure. And then the time limitations, and I'm so guilty. I use this today. Today only, ending soon, while supplies last, limited time, only 4 days left, doors closed, and they're saying the countdown is on. Hurry over, run, you'll love it. This one goes in the bag. The clock is ticking. This won't last. Don't miss this one. Zoom on over. That's a great one. Zoom on over and grab this. And quick. And I can post this. Don't y'all want to see all my bad photos? No. I can post this in the Better Starts Here group.
That would be awesome.
A graphic with banned words and replace with, and I think it has them, this with this, but I think if you, take from this to this, you can like mix match them. But I do like the, the countdown is on or the clock's ticking. Zoom on over and tell somebody, zoom on over to my link. But,
so I don't know if you guys have noticed when you're putting up posts, like we had hibiscus lemonade drop today. And the minute you go to write like 22% off, Facebook goes, hey, are you trying to sell something? You're like, I am, but like, no, I'm not. Like, relax, Facebook, and you hit the X. The minute you do that, almost the entire post is shadow banned. Like, if you notice, if you hit like go, 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 or oh my God, it's back, like, which is what I normally write. I don't write the sale percentage off anymore because anytime I ever did that, nobody was seeing them. And then I would say, like, I'd have friends, oh my God, I just got home from work and I saw Hitty Libby was back up and it sold out. And I'm like, I posted like 8 hours ago. And you can see like there was 0 post reach. So I try to not use that % off because Facebook immediately thinks you're trying to sell something. And if you ever see that thing pop up where it says, are you trying to sell something? My suggestion would be to delete the whole post and make a new one without it, because even if you just delete, no, I'm not going to sell that, it's shadow bans the post. And that algorithm gets all messed up.
You can also click the 3 dots because I've had that happen and nothing post up. And then I'll get that message from Facebook. I'm like, I'm in a group. Why are you in my business? And those 3 dots and turn off the sell formats, which I don't know why Facebook automatically thinks that I'm on my own business page or I'm in my own customer group. And it thinks I'm trying to sell something when I'm just making an announcement. So I have to click the 3 dots and then I have to click turn off sell format like 5 different times.
Yep. And hit bump in the comments.
And then to make sure that it's turned off the sell format.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot in the private group too. Also, if you're going to do that, hit type bump in the comments. This way it kind of just almost regenerates that, because everybody who comments in your group VIP on old posts will push that to the top.
Yeah. Or you can mark it as an announcement. It'll always be at the top and then just switch them out.
So I did a live while I was at the park in my customer group for Hibiscus Lemonade, and I didn't put anything except for Hibiscus Lemonade is back and live. And then I did my live, and then I put the information in the comments. So that way, like, I can still put the information out there, but like it's still attractive to bring people on to click on it. And I tagged all of my leadership and our leadership and team and different stuff in the inside of that post too. So like there's ways to go about it. I would encourage everybody, like Melissa just dropped so much knowledge on you, and Shay is so full of like tactical skill in these words, but do not get lost in the, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this best? Is this not? right? Never sacrifice good for perfect, because you'll never be perfect. If any, even a shadow ban post deserves a celebration, and get up and party for that and celebrate the fact that you did it, right? Like, forget about all of the nuances. Candace, to answer your question directly, yeah, do not use freebie Friday in the post. You can say like, it's your favorite day of the week because it's your favorite day of the week. I've got some PTKs that I want to send your way at no cost to you, or I want to zoom it on over. Like, help me put these PTKs in your mailbox. Drop me in the comments. Like, if it's free, it's for me. Right?
Correct.
Like, think about all your game shows that you've ever watched in your life. We've all watched game shows. They have little taglines, like celebrate the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like, use like the Price is Right, free 99, or like just these little. There's like little subtle cultural nuances that are unique to you and that you can share with your community that can allow for you to show up and be better for them. So. But Melissa, way to be super tactical. Shay, way to crush it. Super, super good. Super good. Now my phone's going crazy. But anyway, I think I'm done because I have to drive to Arizona like in 2 hours.
Lovely. That is all I have. Do you have any more, Melissa? Does anyone have any questions? First off, if you do, just come off of mute. No? Yeah.
I mean, you got some boss babes on here, so this is a really great time to have some questions to help address anything. Because even, I mean, heck, Aunt Mel's on here twice.
Yeah,
So
I know. I was like, I am seeing things. Okay.
Because I'm using my phone too.
I see you, Heather. Well, everyone, and go out and be normal, or you know what? Don't be normal.
Don't be normal.
You were born to stand out. Be Abby normal. Be your silly self. Just put your life out there without really putting your life out there. Because if you can connect on that level with someone, you never know who's watching. They think, God, her life is perfect. Her hair's always done. Her makeup's always done. That filter rocks. She never has an issue. They're going to be like, I don't know. But if you can relate to something with someone, then you'll be amazed at how many people, they may not comment on your post. They might message you and say, you know how many people I had say, thanks for posting that. I post about my mom every single month, and I lost my mom to COVID 6 months ago. People message me and say, one, I'm so sorry this happened, but I'm so glad that you're keeping her memory alive and you're educating people about how important it is to wash hands, whatever. I try not to get political about it, but Melissa and her dogs, I never knew that dog training was so freaking spectacular, because I have this brat over here who's gnawing on my feet. And I was like, I want to be a dog trainer and drink ketones. So share your life, and you'll be surprised about how many people that you can connect with on that level that may not even say anything. They could be watching you for years and be like, aha, she is a real person. Her life isn't perfect. We don't want to see people have bad lives, but people want to be able to relate and say nothing is perfect.
Yeah, make sure you throw out those blooper reels.
I have a lot of bloopers.
Carrie, in your case, just blooper reels and then throw out one good thing.
well, that's really what it is. It's all it really is. Like, if you're choosing to build this business and share a conversation on social media, it's life. Well, guess what? Some of those life dashes happen to be ketones, happen to be community-based marketing, happen to be watching my parents be the healthiest 70-year-olds on the planet. That happens to be those things. Like, I'm not the one to sit here like, oh my gosh, I got to put up a post about ketones. No, because ketones are a part of my life, just like my dog, just like my family, my sister and everything that she's going through right now. Like, these are all pieces of life. I love it when Brian Underwood says, like, yes, you're in Prove It, but is Prove It in you? When you let Prove It just be a piece of your life instead of compartmentalizing I have to do my business actions. Like, no, like, this is a home-based opportunity. You get to build a community with your community and total strangers. You get to. And when you just let this be part of your life, like me shaking up ketones first thing in the morning, actually, that's something that JM3 did. He had us all raise our hands. Like, he's like, who struggles with, feels like they're not consistent? Half the room raised their hand. Who said, like, who feels like they're consistent? Like, 300 people raised their hands. Then he asked, how many people drink ketones every day? Everybody raised their hands. He says, guess what? You're consistent. So cut the crap about I'm not consistent, because you are, because you do at least one thing every day. You know how you feel when you don't brush your teeth a day because you forgot or ran out of time. All of you just went, huh? Because that's nasty. So you brush your teeth every day because you don't want to taste your sleep spit all day long. You don't want to have dingy teeth. You are consistent. You are capable. You can do everything that Aunt Mel's talking about. You can do everything that Shay has educated you on. Why? Because you drink ketones every day, so you have the capacity to be consistent. You've already demonstrated that. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you're never late, or you're only late sometimes, you have the capacity to be consistent. You have the capacity to be a 6-figure earner in this business. You have the capacity to earn grocery money. You have the capacity to do that because you are already demonstrating it to yourself. So allow for that truth to step into you for Freebie Friday, for our action hours, for reboot kits, for challenge kits, for trial sales. Allow for that to happen for you. Why? Because you're already doing it. You're already doing it. I'm done preaching. I got to pack and shower, y'all. So
And brush your teeth.
And brush my I brushed my teeth when I woke up this morning. Thank you very much. They nice and pearlies, whatever. But I think we're good, huh? Shay, Aunt Mel, we're good?
We're good.
We're
We
good.
appreciate everybody hopping on too. Sorry, I'm
Appreciate it.
an alligator over here. Stop it.
Yeah. I got the host control, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it on this side. So keep vibing, keep thriving, and just remember, you're on a journey to better. You're on a journey to better, and you're here to look for people to lock arms with you to continue on that journey together. So I love you. I'm grateful for you. I know I speak for Shay and Mel for just saying, like, way to show up for yourself, way to show up for your future, and way to show up for the possibilities that you want to build in your life. Keep vibing. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.